Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoded, the place where we try to make sense of the complex world of business filings and end up with a few surprises along the way today. We are looking at Horizon Space Acquisition, Corp, or HSPOU, as it's known on the Nasdaq. And let me tell you, they've got some interesting moves to discuss, especially when it comes to their potential business combination and their underwriting agreements. Before we dive in, if you love getting these kinds of simplified business breakdowns, make sure you are subscribed and do not forget to join our Discord community. Linked in the description below, you'll find a great group of people discussing these very filings. So the big news here is that Horizon Space Acquisition, Corp, a special purpose acquisition company, or SPAC, has officially called it quits on a deal to combine with a company called Squirrel Enliven Technology Co. Ltd. It seems like they mutually agreed to terminate their business combination agreement, which was originally signed back in September of 2024. And the good news for both parties is that this split seems to be amicable. There is no termination fee or any other payment due from one party to the other, which is pretty neat. It looks like they just decided this was no longer the right path forward for everyone involved. Now, shifting gears a little, we see an update to an agreement with Network One Financial Securities. Incorporated Network One was one of the underwriters for Horizon S initial public offering, or IPO. The key point here is that Network One is agreeing to convert its deferred underwriting commission. This commission amounts to a cool $2,415,000, which is 35% of the total money raised from the IPO. Instead of taking cash, they are opting to receive ordinary shares of the company once a business combination is completed. Specifically, they will receive 805,000 ordinary shares valued at $3. Per S-Hair, this is an interesting move from the underwriter, showing their confidence in the future value of the company post combination. They are essentially reinvesting their earnings into the company itself. The company also had a deadline to complete its initial business combination. It was originally the 27th of September 2025, but they have the option to extend this deadline by up to 3 additional months by paying a monthly fee. On the 26th of September 2025, they made that payment of $120,000. This deposit extends their deadline for one more month, pushing it to the 27th of October 2025. This monthly extension fee was paid by the sponsor Horizon Space Acquisition, sponsor Corp. To facilitate this extension, the company issued a promissory note to the sponsor for that $120,000. This note is unsecured and it does not bear any interest. It will be repaid when the company completes its business combination or when its own operational term officially expires, whichever comes first. Interestingly, the sponsor also has the option to convert this note into private units of the company. These units would consist of ordinary shares, warrants, and rights to acquire shares. It gives the sponsor another way to gain equity in the company if they choose to do so. As we covered earlier, the termination of the business combination agreement is a significant event, and it falls under this section, all relating back to that earlier discussion about ending the deal with Squirrel Holdco. This section highlights the creation of a financial obligation, specifically the promissory note that we just discussed. The company now owes the sponsor $120,000 under the terms of that note. Here we get a bit more technical. They are discussing the unregistered sale of equity securities. This includes the deferred underwriting shares that Network One will receive and the potential units that could be issued upon conversion of the promissory. Note the key takeaway is that these are equity instruments that are not initially registered with broad public availability. This exhibit is the actual amendment to that underwriting agreement we talked about, detailing the conversion of the deferred underwriting commission into shares. And this second exhibit is the actual promissory note that was issued by the company to its sponsor to cover the monthly extension fee for the trust account. Finally, we have the signature block indicating that Mingyu Michael Lee, the Chief Executive Officer, has duly authorized this report looking at Horizon Space Acquisition, Corp. From these filings, it appears they are in a period of transition. The termination of the business combination agreement with Squirrel Enliven Technology Co. Ltd. suggests a pivot or a recalibration of their strategy. This isn't necessarily a bad thing for a SPAC. Many SPACs operate with a specific time frame to find and complete and if the right opportunity doesn't materialize, they often terminate agreements to avoid further commitment or to pursue other targets. The amendment to the underwriting agreement, where Network One Financial Securities is converting its deferred commissions into shares, is actually a positive sign. It shows a belief in the future value of the company and a willingness from a key financial partner to align their interests with the Company S long-term success, it effectively reduces the cash outflow for the company and strengthens its equity base, the monthly extension payments, and the promissory note to the sponsor are standard practice for SPACs needing more time to find a suitable target. While it signifies a delay, it also indicates the sponsor. S continued commitment to the venture this. Continue. Decommitment is crucial for a SPAC. S survival, the main risk for HSPOU right now, is finding a viable and attractive business combination before its deadline expires. The market for SPACs has been challenging and investors are increasingly scrutinizing these deals. The success of the company will hinge on management. S ability to identify a strong target, negotiate favorable terms, and ultimately deliver value to shareholders. In conclusion, Horizon Space Acquisition, Corp, is navigating the complex SPAC landscape. They have successfully reset their path by terminating one deal and are demonstrating continued commitment from their underwriter and sponsor through creative financial arrangements. The key will be their execution in securing a new business combination that can drive future growth. So what are your thoughts on this latest filing? Did you expect the deal to fall through? And what do you think of the underwriter converting its fees into shares? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives like this. Don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Corporate Decoder.